All right, welcome to this video. I'm going to show you how to make a sales plan. Maybe you have a sales meeting coming up. Maybe you're going to jump on a sales call. You want to be prepared. You want to get this sale, and having a sales plan is going to allow you to do that. So what I'm going to show you in this video is what to do in the space of 1 hour to make a really, really good sales plan that gives you a really good chance at getting that sale. I'm going to show you an actual process that I use and that I've used successfully a lot of times with some pretty big sales, and it's pretty simple to follow. So let's get into it right away. All right, the first thing to do is check out below this video. You can download the same documents that I'm using. It's just a template, really, 3 different pages. We have our business and niche research, we have our sales path, and we have our questions and outcomes. Now I'm going to explain what those are in this video, but for now, just download it so you can follow along and that you can use the same template for all the different sales that you're doing. All right, so if you have it downloaded, we're ready to get going. What we're going to do is actually look at a real business, and I'm going to walk you through this whole process, exactly how I would do it and exactly how you will be able to do it for the businesses that you're going to have a sales meeting or a sales call with. So let's jump into the first section right away, which is the business and niche research. All right, so what I'm going to do in this first section is research the business, research the niche, and I'm going to get into why they should trust me and why they should value this meeting. Now in this video, I'm going to use the website from a client that I helped last year. It's a friend of mine who runs a safety software business in Canada. I built him a new website and a promotional video, but it's the exact same process that I use for every sale that I have. Usually this stage takes me about 15 minutes. It's the first thing that I do. I want to figure out the context of what is going on. Who is this business? What do they do? What do they sell? How do they help people? Who might be their customer? All those sorts of things. So what I would do is start on the website first, go to the website, take out the information that I can that is going to be relevant to this sales meeting, figuring out everything that I can about this business. Now, some other stuff that I could add in here is any information from emails that I've already had with this business, any form of communication. I could go on Facebook, see if they have a Facebook page. Do they have a YouTube channel? Do they have an Instagram page? Is there any reviews left online, maybe on a different website? Have they done any news articles? Have they been mentioned maybe on a blog somewhere else? All those sorts of things. Just trying to quickly figure out anything that I can about this business to give me a good picture of what it is that they do and what it is that they sell. So after I've looked at the business and I've written down some information, what's going on with that business, the next thing I'm going to focus on is about the niche. So I'd head over to Google, I would type in Safety Software Canada, which is what this particular business does and where they do it. Type that in, and I'd have a look through at what's coming up. Who are their competitors? How much their competitors charge? Who are the competitors selling to? How are they selling? What are they focusing on? So that would be my next step. I'm trying to figure out, where does this business fit into the marketplace? What size are they compared to their competitors? How established are they? How professional do they look? How are the other people selling? How well are the other people selling? All right, so once I've written down some information about the business and the niche, I should also write down a little bit about why they should trust me and why they should value this meeting. Now, this could be other jobs that I've done in the past, results that I've gotten for similar businesses, maybe someone that they know that I've helped, something like that, to build trust and to show them that there is purpose to this meeting and that it's valuable for them. Me calling up and just calling, the only reason is I'm trying to sell them something, that isn't worth their time. They don't see the value in that. They don't see the purpose in that. So I need to have a good reason for them to pay attention and to listen to this meeting. So it's good to prepare that beforehand before you ever get on the call. Okay, section 2 is their sales path or sales system. We want to look at how it is that they're getting sales, what they're probably doing to get these sales, how they're reaching their potential customers, and how they're getting them to take action and to go ahead and purchase something. Now, a lot of this is guesswork. It's detective work. You're not going to know for sure. That doesn't matter. The important thing here is that you do the research to the best that you can so that you're the best prepared that you can be when you get on that sales call. So with this section, we have a blank piece of paper. What we're going to do is get a little bit visual, try and map out what's going on in this situation. So with this particular business, when I look at it, I don't think that they're doing much online marketing. I can't see any Google ads. I can't see any Facebook page or Facebook ads. So I'm going to guess that this particular business is doing offline marketing, that they're out there meeting clients in person, meeting potential businesses in person, pitching their services, and then the website is something that they can direct people to try and help with that pitch. So whatever the scenario is, it doesn't matter. Map it out the best that you can. And this is going to allow you to prepare and to see where you should be focusing on in the sales call. What weak areas do they have? What could be improved? What potential do you see? You're going to spot a lot of things when you start mapping out their sales system. Keep in mind that a website is part of a bigger sales system, so you got to look at everything in context. Where are people coming from before they get on this website? Why are they looking for this business in the first place? How did this business attract those people? What brought them to the website? Then look at the website itself, and then also look at what does this business want people to do when they leave the website? Do they want to have them purchase something? Do they want them to send an email? Do they want them to book a call, to visit in person, to come down and get a demonstration? Check it out, see what it is. In this particular case, it looks like this business wants them to go ahead, send in an email with some details, probably so this business can do some research before they reach back out. And that's good intel for me to have before I ever get on the sales call. If I have a good idea of how it is that they're selling, I can start preparing information about, how I can help them with their weak areas, how I can improve their numbers, how I can make this system more effective and efficient, things like that. So having a really good idea of the sales path and the different ways that they have to attract different types of customers and what they want those people to do after the website, that's really, really good information, and it's going to help in the next section, in the third section that we're going to cover with the sales plan. All right, so the third section is where we take the information, the research that we've done already, and we start using it to come up with some really good questions and some good topics to cover during the sales call or during the sales conversation. So what we're going to do is look at the information that we already have and start figuring out what questions we're going to ask in 4 different categories. We have general and starter questions. These are questions that we're just confirming that the research that we've done is correct and it's as accurate as it could be. So these are some very quick questions to just, hey, is this how things really are? Can you just confirm that what I've researched is correct? And then we move on to the next section. So we just want to make sure that the research we've done is actually helping us and that it is accurate. Now in the next section, we look at possible challenges, focus areas. These are the things that when we looked at their sales path, their sales systems, that we identified as being weak or potentially weak areas. So every business wants to improve sales. So this is where we should bring the phone call straight away, the sales conversation. We should go from checking that, our information is correct, our research is right, into, hey, what's going on with your sales system? What problems do you have? Can you explain maybe how you can get some more customers? What issues you're having attracting the right sort of customers? These sort of questions to hopefully find some problems that we can help solve, problems that's going to deliver real value if we can solve them for this particular business. Now in the next section, in the big problem impact section, what you're going to do is once you've asked those possible problem questions and you start finding some real problems, you're going to go into those in more detail. So if they have a problem with finding, ideal clients, ask them about that. Okay, where is that problem coming from? What does that mean for the business? How's that holding you back in other areas? How's that impacting the day-to-day business, your long-term goals? Find out everything that you can about the problem and know the full details of what's there so that you can add the most value possible. You can make the best solution possible for what this business really needs. All right, the final section to this is goals and desired outcomes. This is basically what we're going to take and try and make some sort of deal that this client will be interested in. So during the phone call, as they're mentioning different problems, different areas that they need help, different things that I could potentially add value to, I'm going to write down some different notes there. And then at the end of the phone call, I'm going to call back that section. Hey, you had this problem, you had this problem. It seems like you're trying to get better results over here. It seems like this would be a lot of value. Why don't I go ahead, do up a plan for this? You can look at it and then maybe we can work together on fixing this and building something better for your business. So basically that last section is what I'm going to use. It's the final section that everything else feeds into to make up the plan that basically I'm going to try to sell to them. If you've done everything else correct, the plan should be pretty good. It should be something they're interested in, and that's very, very valuable for them. So that is it. 3 different documents. We have our initial business and market research, the value in why we're calling them. If that comes up in the conversation, we have something prepared to show them that this is why they should be interested. We have our sales plan, our sales systems. We have that mapped out so we know kind of generally what this business is doing, who they're selling to, how they're selling, how they're hoping to get sales, and what they want to happen with their sales system. And then the final section, we got questions and outcomes, looking at what we're actually going to ask in the conversation, what purpose that it has for us to move the sales forward, and finally, putting it all together, the goals and outcomes. What do we want to now focus on, given the conversation that we've had with this potential client, to have a project or a deal that they're interested in and that we can move forwards with. So that is it. That is the system that I use, and I hope it's highly valuable for you as well. It's a lot to get through in a short video like this, so practice it a few times. You're going to see how effective this is. Nothing beats having that preparation when you get into a sales call or a sales meeting and you've looked at their business, their niche, how they sell to people, the weak and strong areas of their sales system, and then you have questions ready to go. You can do really, really well, a lot better than you probably were doing before in these sales meetings, these sales conversations. So I hope that was really valuable for you. Any questions or comments or your own experience with this, just post up down below, and make sure to check out the link below this video as well for extra resources and a full guide to go with this system. So that is it for this video. Catch you in the next video.